Hello guys, and welcome to another video, and I've been playing the Nintendo 64 for Nintendo Switch Online app, and just overall, it's actually pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's worth the price. I mean, I would be lying if I said it was bad. So I just think the big problem with the app overall and with the service overall is that it's overpriced and it really should be a lot cheaper, and it should really allow options for people who just want to play Nintendo 64 games and don't want to play Sega Genesis or the Animal Crossing DLC. I will be playing both of those, though I'll probably be playing Nintendo 64 games the most, but I really wish they would split up the memberships into like Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, and then they would have like the expansion pack which would include everything. So, just overall, the emulation is actually pretty good. I would say it's a little better than the Wii U emulation. I'm not sure if it's the same emulator they used for 3D All-Stars, but I do think it's similar, because it still is like 4x3 obviously, and it feels pretty good, and I really haven't had any issues with it. Like, it looks nice on there. Like, sometimes I don't always prefer like games that were originally like on an older console like the Nintendo 64 to be like on an HD console and on like a newer screen and everything, but it actually looks pretty good. I actually think it looks nice and everything. I do think the emulation is fine, the colors look good, and the audio sounds good overall. It is better than the Wii and Wii U, except when you're playing online, it does kind of stutter a little bit, which kind of makes sense because of lag, and I really do think Nintendo should upgrade their like online infrastructure, like not just do a peer-to-peer system, actually do like a dedicated servers and stuff like that. I really hope they do that for. I do think they do that for a few games, but I really hope they do that for more games or the whole service in general. And just overall, I do think the games play pretty well. The selection is fine for like a starting amount of games. I do wish they had a couple more in there, maybe made it like an even 10 instead of the 9 that they had. But the games overall are pretty good. I haven't played really Mario 64 at all because I've already played through the game multiple times. I might play through it again, I'm not sure, but if I do play it again, I probably will play it on the Switch Online because they actually have the original version rather than the Shindu version, which is on 3D All Stars. So I wonder if they're actually going to use the Nintendo 64 for Nintendo Switch Online for actually like speedrunning the game. I'm not sure if they're actually going to do that, but there's also Mario Kart 64, which is really fun, and that actually worked pretty well on online. I did play online a little bit on stream, and it was actually pretty fun. I didn't really have too many problems with it because the person I was playing with had a pretty decent internet connection, and I had a good internet connection too, so overall it worked pretty well. Star Fox 64, I still haven't played yet. This is still a kind of like a first impressions, initial impressions. I have played most of the games. I think the only other game that I haven't mentioned yet that I haven't played was Winback, because I really don't have any interest in that game, but I have played Yoshi's Story, Ocarina of Time, Mario Tennis, Dr. Mario 64, and Sin and Punishment. They're all really good games, and Mario Tennis, that actually, I probably won't go into it too much because this is about the service in general, but that game is really underrated. It's actually my favorite Mario Tennis game. I like it better than Aces and Mario Power Tennis, and I actually definitely recommend it if you're gonna get the Nintendo 64 online. It's really fun, and it's a really fun multiplayer game. And it might be kind of overlooked by Mario Kart 64, so I definitely recommend it. And Dr. Mario 64 is also underrated too, so I definitely recommend checking that out. Sin and Punishment is also really fun too. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I would because it's actually pretty fun. It didn't really look appealing to me at first, but the gameplay is actually really fun. And then Ocarina of Time is just Ocarina of Time. It's an amazing game. But I'm looking forward to the other games that they're adding. I really hope they don't drip feed us too much with this, because I know we are getting Banjo-Kazooie and most importantly Paper Mario, which is the one that I'm really looking forward to. So overall, I would say that the library is good. It's just not worth the price. I definitely don't recommend this being the main way that you play Nintendo 64 games, because it's definitely overpriced. It is cool that you get to play them on the go, but I would definitely recommend the other options that I mentioned in the video with 3 ways to play Nintendo 64 games without the expansion pack. And just overall, like, if you want to get this, it's fine. I mean, I know there's a lot of negativity with this online, and I mean, that's totally justifiable because it's expensive, but it still is, like, the library itself is not bad. Like, I do think the games are good, and they're gonna add a lot of really good games to this. So, like, I would only really buy it if you're interested in the Sega Genesis games and the Animal Crossing DLC too. And I have some problems with the Animal Crossing DLC too, since it's you don't even get to keep it, but just overall good games, good emulation within a bad service. So, just anyways, I am enjoying the Nintendo 64 games, but I do wish they had it separate from the expansion pack. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.